Josh, you're here.
Finally.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the first of 10.
Probably. I've got some yarns.
I've
well overdue.
I've got a list.
Yeah. We've been wanting you here for a while.
Yeah.
We've got you.
Yeah, so thank you for
Welcome.
putting your night aside
No problem.
to come ramble with us idiots. The biggest thing for tonight, so one of 10 other episodes with Mr. Josh Sheet, was we've just tied up Faction Wars 6.0.
Yep.
And for all our hundreds of listeners, or should I say thousands,
Tens of thousands.
So what's the best way of describing Faction Wars? It's based on the S.T.A.L.K.E.R game.
Yeah.
So post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. If you've played
Anomalies.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R on PC.
Yeah. Mutants. The whole gang.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so this is event number 6. So they've done it every year, eh? So 6
Almost.
years running?
I think they missed last year's. I think.
Was it last year?
Yeah, because they lost their field.
Is this the third one at
Yeah, this is
TAR?
the third
this
one.
is
at
third.
TAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hosted by the Palmerston North Airsoft Club, but yeah, 3 of the events have been co-hosted by the TAR Club and at the airfield, which is a cool field.
It
Not
is
a
a pretty
bad
cool
field.
field.
To
Yeah.
have
It fits the bill for the
That's
for the
great.
event, eh?
Yeah, 100%.
But it wasn't always hosted at Tarsfield.
No.
I mean,
not
I
all.
don't. I guess number one, I'd have to ask Rob. I probably should have asked him, but because we went to the second one.
Yeah.
But I guess the first one was at the Scout Club.
Because that was their main field. Their name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. So the first one we attended was at the Scout Hall
That was a real cool.
field in Palmy.
Yeah, it was a cool field. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
They should
And it was
get
one of
back.
those. It's one of those events that you've just got to go in there with an open mind, immerse yourself, and just whatever rolls. You know.
Let
It's
the
a
story
LARP.
tell.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
100%.
yeah.
That's why we dressed up as Mexicans and sold burritos.
So many people were thankful for those.
Oh, dude.
So funny.
That worked out really well. But yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves. But yeah, so we went to number 2. We didn't go to number 1. But yeah, like it's an event where you just need to let go.
Yeah.
Just absorb the LARP.
Yeah.
And
Immerse yourself in the madness and
Yeah.
just enjoy it.
Yeah. Which is like it's a struggle for anyone to kind of get out of their skin a little bit and get into character. But when people do, it's like so much more fun.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Yeah. And when you got like a mutant running at you in the middle of the night, you know, all you can do is laugh. You know,
Yeah.
some dude in a costume
You're like
having a laugh,
half of you's laughing and the other half of
It's
it's like
actually scared.
terrified.
shitting your pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know the consequence in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, eh? It's like it is a LARP. It's just a dude running around in a costume, but in the moment you're like, oh
It's
my god,
so scary in the moment.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
get out of here.
No, it's one of those games you go into it and you're telling a story, and you're kind of immersing yourself in it if you choose to.
Yeah,
I think that's how you get the best out of it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like you from the get-go, the first time you take an artifact to trader to the end of the game where you're filthy rich and have heaps of ammunition now.
Yeah.
Or you don't because you've been shaken down by the military too much
Yeah.
and pissed them off or whatever. Like, you're telling a story.
Yeah. And everyone has kind of equal opportunity to like create their own story.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
even, you know, obviously like a lot of people end up joining factions and things like that. But like you are the main character of your story.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It's that cool scenario of, you know, like a general airsoft game, it's like base defense or whatever, you know, you're all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Where like Faction Wars it's 1,000 war stories in one.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody's Faction Wars experience was different.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
Because you like some dudes are there for different reasons. They're like, I want to be the top point scorer. It's like, I just want to hunt the monolith, or I
Want
just
my
want to
skills,
I just want
or-
to piss
yeah.
with the military, you know.
Yeah.
Or just just be a menace. So yeah, it's so cool. It's such a cool, unique platform because you can literally have 1,000 stories in one event.
And you also don't know how the story is going to, like, the story is developing in real time.
Yeah.
So you kind of like, even if you go into that event with like a certain idea of what you're going to do, like you kind of like you're creating your own story, but at the same time you're going with the story. So it's like it's changing, and there is like that mystery element about like, who can I trust, who can't I trust, like are we all on the same page, like we're in this faction, so like does that mean we're a team, like or or is something going to happen with a particular person, or so it's like you don't really know how it's going to play out. Like you can make plans, but your plans change or need to
Very
change
quickly.
Yeah. And you don't know, because it's like in, I don't know, traditional airsoft, if you want to call it that, it's it's kind of two-dimensional to a certain point, whereas faction wars, it's like it's so in traditional airsoft, you see someone, you shoot back at them. Like that's just the way it goes. Whereas in faction wars, it's like that's not the first thing you do. It's like, all right, I can see someone. How do I want this interaction to go? Because like you're not just pulling triggers. It's like, do I want to just like stay clear of this person, or do I want to interact with this person? And if I choose to interact with this person, I actually have no idea how this is going to go. And it's just like, you got to just kind of like start the interaction, and like it's like full of a lot of anxiety of like, I don't know if this person is just going to shoot me and steal all my shit, or whether you just have no idea. Like, and there's so many layers. It's like you got like all the factions, you've got loners, you've got the military who have like their own way of doing things, and you played military for the latest event. So it's like, but even then it's like, it's kind of like, like if you like go to talk to someone at the wrong time, it's just going to go badly.
100%.
And you just don't know like what's going to happen until you start talking to them. And like sometimes you start talking to them and you realize it was a really bad idea and this is going downhill.
Start that conversation.
You're like,
oh no.
And then it's like a conversation of like, oh my god, how do I talk my way out of this? It's fun. It's really, really fun. And obviously, Palmy's been doing it for a number of years now. And, we obviously wouldn't have faction wars without Palmy doing that event consistently over the
100%.
years.
And putting so much into it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
the
lot
amount
of
stuff they do.
admin and time that goes into that.
And they're so chill about it when you talk to them about the event. You're like, this was awesome. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah.
But like,
Like the props, like when I'm wandering around the field and they've I don't know how many skeletons they had and where they got them. It was a lot, and it's not like just some like typical skeleton that you might find on Marketplace. Like, I don't know, like they were full on, like just made them look horrific.
These guts hanging out.
To fit the theme, and
half
it's like
stripped body parts.
it's like where do you guys store this shit? Like you'd need a lot of storage space just for the props alone.
I think they're Rob's. And I think he just has them in his house. But I don't know.
His house is like, you walk into his house and it's like a horror house. It's like, and you're like, you open the door, it's like, and it's all dark and there's cobwebs. It's like, Rob, where are you, man? He's like, come find me.
Well, I think it was the first one that I went to at the Pack Field, which would have been 5, I think. Was it the only one that was at the Pack Field?
There's like the last one that was hosted at their field.
Rob had taken it to a whole new level, and he'd set up this medical tent
Mm-hmm.
that was like covered in fake blood. I assume it was fake blood. But scattered around it was just a whole bunch of dead animal parts, like legitimately like they were live,
Yeah.
and now they are dead.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't know where he got them.
Yeah.
And at the start of the game, it's quite atmospheric.
What, like
because-
rabbit heads and...
No, like cow parts.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
Like,
Yeah.
and you walking past it, and there's flies everywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's atmospheric. Yeah. Like, this is okay.
This is on point.
This is on point.
Yeah.
But-
this is what a medical tent should look like.
It was wet and muggy the entire event, and so by index of the event, you walk past that tent, and you had to had to have a
It's
gas mask.
Yeah, it was hideous.
It was putrid.
There's
Yeah.
a bloating cow carcass over there.
So I was in the admin chat for this one just gone, and the amount of times that got brought up by Pat guys like, Rob, do not bring your dead animals.
Rob, like, he's like, well, it's going to take me 3 hours to travel up to Task Field. Probably going to come across some roadkill on the way. I'll just
But, like,
bring my spade.
He's like, if I kill the cow now,
It's too good.
Yeah.
But like that's the dedication to it. Like they're all passionate about this event, and like I think PAX, at least at TAR, they're well known for faction wars.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a hyped event in our club because
it's their premium event that
like as
everybody...
soon as they
it's like-
announce it, everyone's like, oh my gosh, PAX doing it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it is so admin heavy, and so really appreciate the fact that they've done it for so many years, and because because they keep reinvesting, so it becomes more and more and more admin heavy. Like just the props alone, like it blows my mind. But then you've got the whole actual admin, you've got the whole traders side of it, and that's like, and so the event is also scored on points. So when you're going out and you're finding all your treasures and different things like that, like players are accumulating points and also bartering to buy things as well. So just that alone is like such a massive job that people have to dedicate themselves to. So
And I've seen the spreadsheet. It's intense.
yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts, eh?
Yeah, like, me and Jono think about it, and we're like, is there a way we could, like, say, for example, bring the skirmish system into that event to help, like, automate certain things, because it is just so admin heavy, and so it requires like a minimum amount of people to run that event to the scale of what they run it. But yeah, it's like it's I haven't been to a faction wars where I've had a bad time.
No, neither.
I probably walk away from it going, man, I wish I'd just like let go sooner and just embrace the character so much more and just got out of my head. And stop being like such a normie about it, because you would just have so much more fun if you did that. Because you kind of get into it by the end of it. You're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah. And everyone knows each other. And is like used to being a bit goofy around each other.
Yeah.
It's kind of encouraged. Like the more goofy you can be, the better.
Yeah, and I think the admin and NPCs kind of set that tone as well. Like if you arrive and they're already doing it, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're in character. They're, Russian accents or whatever they're doing,
Yeah. But whatever.
The accents. Oh, yeah, it's probably, I mean, imagine if we, like, learned some Spanish.
Yeah, like if we spent like 3 months learning Spanish leading up to the event.
Right. Oh, man, that would have been amazing. No one would know what we're talking about, but it'd be great.
Yeah.
So there was obviously a little bit of a twist with Faction Wars 6.0.
We took it in a funny direction from our perspective.
Yeah, well,
we went against the grain. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
or with the grain. Depends how you go.
Yeah, we went with the grain.
Well, thankfully,
we injected a new element. I think that's what we did.
With the help of AI, we stitched it together, which was essentially finding a way to create a storyline where two Mexican brothers have somehow travelled to Europe and ended up in the zone. And luckily, Rob and the whole pack team obviously didn't just throw that idea out the door.
I just love how it was met with question to begin with.
It's like, how does this make sense?
What? Like post-apocalyptic Ukraine, like
two
Mexicans selling burritos.
Yeah.
What is that about?
I mean, I've heard that the Mexicans get everywhere, so
yeah, they're sneaky dudes, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes sense that they made their way to the zone.
But when I was messaging Rob about it, I was like, he's gonna think this is so dumb. This is like, and like, which I would have like totally agreed with, because it's like, it's such a sideways step from like the theme of the event they've done for like 6 years or however long it's been, and all of a sudden there's Jono messaging him being like, hey man, so I've got
I want to be a Mexican for Faction Wars.
Yeah, and obviously the first question was like,
why?
How
and why does that what?
Yeah. And I was like, well, I've already consulted AI.
Yeah.
And AI has made this make sense.
Story.
Yeah, has given us an actual short story as to how this came to be. But it seemed to work.
Yeah. I think it worked well.
Yeah.
We supplied some good services.
Yeah.
And some good food.
great services.
Yeah.
We put Mexican hits on people. So.
And we played Mexican dance music.
Yeah. Yeah, we just brought a different element to the Traders Village, Yeah. I think we created a bit of a vibe.
We brought a vibe. So for everyone that wasn't there, so me and Jono, our two characters. So Josh was military. Me and Jono's two characters, we were the Burrito Bandits, two Mexicans. Like we've got sign up in the background. The Burrito Bandits. And so two traveling Mexicans get lost, find themselves in the zone, and so our role. So we ran a shop, our burrito shop. So goods and services. So we sold a whole lot of airsoft products, but we also served up amazing burritos.
And they were good burritos too.
I thought they were good.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Solid burrito.
Pulled pork burritos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we sold a lot of burritos.
The rice, the beans, the corn, the peri-peri mayo.
Yeah.
Actually,
good. The last bite was like, I don't know, just the spiciest thing I'd had in a
Yeah.
while. And I wasn't prepared for that. And like, it'd been really mild the whole way through. I'm like, this is a good burrito. And like, I like spice, but it just caught me off guard.
Yeah,
and I
like
inhaled it
smacks. You're like,
accidentally.
whoa.
Because you're trying to hack my way through the next interrogation.
There was actually just like
a plant,
like radioactive sludge.
Yeah. From the zone.
Yeah, it's in the story.
Yeah, I think it went really well.
Dude, I think we pulled it off.
Yeah.
I think so.
For two guys,
the amigos,
mi amigo. You come for burrito? For two dudes who have never worked in a commercial kitchen to put their hand up to make burritos in an airsoft game, during an airsoft game.
Yeah.
It's a wild ride.
Generators and crock pots.
And, I used Big Josh from Wellington as like my test pilot.
Yeah.
So I made him this burrito. I was like, this is on the house. Try it, please. And he was like, warm the tortilla. Do this, do that. He's like, it's just a bit cold. Like, other than that, the flavors are good. I'm like, cool, sweet. So then we had it down solid. Yeah.
Epic.
I was even like leading up. Like, I actually got nervous leading up to when we announced that we're like, all right, it's going to be dinner time, guys. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, figuring out the system,
figuring out the production line.
And I was like, I was on YouTube. I was like, how to roll a perfect burrito, And once I got that first couple down, I was like, I've got this. We're in the bag. I'm a Mexican now.
Yeah, I was like,
smash this out.
I was like saying to you, like later on did we do lunch the first day? Was it lunch?
we done. We done.
No,
like
we done dinner. We done dinner the first
and then we
night.
done breakfast on day 2.
Because it's a 2-day event. So we served burritos for dinner and then served burritos for breakfast the next day. But yeah, I remember I said to you like towards the end of dinner service, I was like, dude, you look good. Like you're in your zone. Like,
I'm in the zone.
Yeah.
Had a little production line. Once you sort of get those first couple out, you're like, right.
I know what I'm doing.
This is what we're going to do.
He's a bro now.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to start like your own?
Well, we were actually we were left over with a lot of tortillas.
Yeah.
And so I've basically been making burritos for my family for the last week.
Yeah, start a food truck.
And I even had like my partner, one of her friends from Wakayama came around the other morning after they finished on the water.
Burrito?
And I was like, breakfast burrito, anyone? So it was like, the same burrito, but had scrambled eggs and bacon in it as well. Mm-hmm. And she was like, man, this is amazing. I was like, Burrito Bandits. That's what we do.
Yeah, it is what you do.
Yeah.
I think the other cool thing about it was just the fact that you could get hot food whilst playing in the field. So like how would you describe it? Like the traders camp or like the village that we had set up was like in the field. So like you could come have your hot burrito like whilst you're playing.
And it's cool. It was a no shoot zone, but it wasn't a safe zone. So it's like goggles on, like there's still the chance you could get popped.
Stuff was going on
while eating a burrito and buying some optics.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we seen
trading some stuff in,
what's it? I forget his name. Is it Shane from PAC? He's one of the Monolith.
Yeah.
We seen him like just like go outside like the village and just go light someone up. Just because he could. He's like, I see some dudes over there. I'm just gonna go deal with them.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Literally steps out the gate.
Yeah. So I think that was quite cool to be able to introduce like this ability. Like I think there was because we were kind of humming and hawing about it. The idea of it all being like in the active field while the game's playing out, but I think because PAC had done that before, right?
Yeah, that was what they did at the one that was at their field.
Yeah.
So, like the first one we went to, the traders' villages in the field, or the trading building.
It's like inside the clubhouse, though.
It
didn't really.
It was
have
a
the same
safe zone.
vibe.
You could literally.
Yeah.
But I think that's a neat element that they've brought in. Is this? The traders' village is amongst an active field.
Yeah, instead of like walking off the
field.
field.
Like leaving back to the car park. Because it's that, it almost puts you, like when you leave the field, it puts you in that mindset, like, take my goggles off, chill a bit, you know.
Yeah, you kind of like step out of the immersive like thing that it is.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you don't have a reason to like leave the field unless you've got, something you need to do or technical issue. So like you can just stay in the event and in that kind of character the whole time, and it's just all happening. You just go to these particular places.
Definitely.
So I think it was, and obviously you need the field to be a particular size where it can like accommodate that.
Yeah.
Like if it was a smaller field, you're kind of encroaching on your playability of the field.
For sure.
But I think that was another cool thing that they did, and we obviously got to be a unique part of that this time round, which was fun.
Yeah, they brought all these little funny, quirky elements, like when they done the briefing at the car park, and then they were getting everyone to like get a Polaroid taken. It's like a cool little quirky thing. Like you get a Polaroid, but that's such a random little thing that you would never really think would be a thing. But because people just expect like, I'll just wait for the photos for after the event. But oh man, it's got this cool little Polaroid.
Did they give that to the players this time? Because we were setting up mill base.
We kind of went again. Because we were like you guys with the military. You guys kind of like had your role to play. We had our role to play. So we didn't get to experience it from like the full on player standpoint.
Yeah.
But and again, like this is what happens when you run an event consistently over a number of years. Like you can't just walk in and do faction wars to the level that like Palmerston does it. Like that's taken years to understand, like, oh, let's try having the trader village in the field with the players versus outside. Like, no one knows if that's going to work, but let's give that a go. And then obviously realizing with doing it last time, oh, this works well, cool. Like, this will just become the way we do it now. And obviously all the things along the way that they've tried that don't work, and they're like, we won't do that again because that doesn't work for whatever reason. There's all these things happening that we, like, probably a new player, like, we can probably talk on it a little bit more because, like, we've been to so many of their events, but for a new player, they would just be like, oh, this is just like a wild event, like, that we turn up to. That would actually be really cool as, like, a brand new player to, like, faction wars, like, how intense that would be, because it is such a, like complicated, like, there's so many moving parts, there's so many props, there's like, even like because Rob was that here's that mutant
creature
with the glowing
eyes.
Dude, like, we were fully like trying to deal with him, and like, he wasn't like, you know, like a fast moving like mutant, but like we were like
just those red glowing eyes just walking around, just
and you're getting pinched between multiple situations. So it's like we were dealing with Rob, who was playing this really cool looking mutant during the night, but we were getting trapped between him and, say, like, another player, or like him and like the military base. So we're like, like, we're trying to like figure out like how we're going to like get out of this situation so we can continue doing what we wanted to do. And again, it's like you have those moments where it's like, I know that's Rob, I know he's dressed up as a mutant. Like, I wasn't thinking about that whatsoever. I was just like, holy shit, there's this creepy like mutant with glowing eyes, and I had like NVGs on, but Jono didn't, and I'm like trying to figure out for the both of us, like, how the fuck we're going to get out of this situation. And I didn't have to think about the being in character. Like, it just
happened.
We were just immersed in it. I really like those moments where it's like I could stop for a minute and realize that, like, what's going on here, but I just didn't. I was in it. And I was like, oh man, what are we going to do?
I think Rob's mutant was legitimately just giving people glowing rocks. Like, he wasn't out for blood. He was like this friendly little...
Well, he was yelling out to us, like, he was like, oh, why shoot at me? You know, come and talk to me, be a man. And we're just like, we have no idea what you're up to.
But
and then we've got the spotlight militaries hunting for us. We're like, oh man, this is bad. We're in the middle of arena, like, peeking out.
Yeah, it comes back to that constant, like, anxiety of, like, I don't know, like, I don't fully understand who you are and what you're doing here. So I just don't, like, I want to keep a distance, but, like, you're kind of, like, pushing us into a corner. We're trying to, like, just keep a distance from, like, the military base, because sometimes you guys were like
popping at you.
Like base. Sometimes you like ask questions, and then other times you just don't. So I'm like,
dude, I remember, like, the first thing, like, we seen him coming down the race, and it's just like these glowing eyes just moving, like, because it's pitch bay, like, that's all you can see. And then he stopped, and he just goes, and it's like, oh shit, you know, like, what's he looking at, you know? And like, then he's like in there, like, following your track, and you're like, oh man, he's onto us, you know. So he did a really good job of just being like, you know, he was just calm, quiet, but like stalkery and spooky.
He genuinely loved it.
You know? It was so well done.
And I because I had NVGs on the whole time, but like, I'm having to remind myself, like, I look at Jono, and it, like, you'll know this from wearing nods, people when they're navigating in the dark kind of have this like blank or bewildered look on their face. And I'm like, oh shit, Jono is very limited to what he can see. So like, his experience in the dark looking at this mutant was very different from mine. But like I was just as anxious because like it was almost like the opposite. And sometimes it's like there's a really good example when you're swimming in the ocean, if you're a diver or whatever, which is sometimes it's better not to see what's in the water than if you could actually see what's in the water. And so like I can see everything. I'm like, and I'm kind of like seeing what's happening. I'm like, fuck, we're getting like pinched in here. Like we need to find a way out. Because he got real close to us, so we were like trying to move out of there without him, because he kept following us, and we're like, we need to just get to a point where he can't hear us. We can quietly get out of here. But Jono's like got this weird look on his face because he can't see fuck all. I'm like,
and it was like we were getting deeper into arena, and we were creating noise. So then the spotlights from the military camp start like hunting the fields, and we're just like, no.
Yeah, and
like the problem we had is we were wearing these. So when this light passes you, there's this huge hat. It's like, oh no,
massive.
I've seen the hat.
Massive sombrero. It's like,
those massive black hats under nods look so bad. It's like you might as well be invisible because all you can see is this giant black hat. You can see it perfectly, and it's like you can't hide. I'm like, and that's what I was like, what worried me, because like I knew you guys had a lot of NVGs,
heaps of NVGs,
and you had like that whole catwalk, so you're fully elevated,
2 stories up with nods.
I'm like
was yours.
with me and my amigo with our giant sombreros on. I'm like, oh my god.
So
but I did not think once to be like, maybe we should ditch the sombreros, because we're like, no way, like this is us.
It's our origin story.
When those mutants first came out, we actually didn't know what was going on. Like we hadn't been told the mutants are coming out at this time.
It's just kind of happened, right?
So like Sam and I are on the track, we've got our nods on, we're on a patrol, and we just see like people on the track not acting like players, because you know people would see us and would act cagey or super sus, and they'll like hide stuff immediately, you know, stuffing their pockets. And we've got this like just figures on the track.
And if you've seen Rob from side view or behind, you would be like, oh, it's just some dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Until he turns around, he's got the glowing eyes. You're like, oh shit.
These things, it's like, what is that? And Sam and I are like, we don't know. And so, and then I'm like, it might be a mutant. And Sam's like, oh yeah. And so we're like, oh, we're Mel. And then the Rob's like just shrugs and walks away. I'm assuming it was Rob.
Yeah.
But then we turn around, there's a couple of stalkers who are like hiding behind a bush, like observing everything. And Sam's like, we walk up to them, and then Sam's like, there's a zombie just like across the bridge in the bushes over there. And I'm like, oh yeah, there is too, because we've got nods.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's some of the guys from duty, so like some of the tar boys. And they come up to us and they're like, oh, like, what are those? And we're like, oh, they're the mutants. You want to stay away? And then Sam's like, if you go over that bridge, like, you'll be safe. And so they do. And they just yell. You just hear them scream. And And Sam and like, yeah, sweet. And so then we just like mosey on back to Trader Village.
Yeah.
But that was classic.
Again, like that's just like having an interaction with people in the game where they actually stitch you up.
Yeah. And we did that a lot.
Yeah.
We did that a lot. Being Mill was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Which is, you know, which is all part of it.
Yeah.
It's just this constant level of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like where you just can't trust anyone.
I think that's also testament to the event. Like if you show up as a player and have a good time.
Yeah.
Or you can literally be part of the admin crew
and still
have an amazing time.
Yeah. You're not bored.
That's testament to the event and how well PAC have done over the years.
I had so much fun during the night, but I was like, we need to like go to bed because we were doing burritos for breakfast.
Yeah.
And I was like, because normally you're kind of like, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm kind of done.
Yeah.
I'm ready just to like.
And you're out there with no objective. It's just like, let's just go do some stuff.
Yeah, for us, we really were just playing a character and just wandering around. So we're like trying to create our own shit to do.
Our own fun.
Yeah.
And people didn't know, but that kind of played into it so well as well, because players, or everyone really, I mean, it's no different from our interactions with the military, no one really knew, like, how to deal with us. Like, you kind of did.
Yeah.
Like,
Would have dudes like freak out initially, and they're like, torches on. They're like, oh, it's just the Mexicans.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, mi amigo, what you doing? You know?
I think that's wise, because every time you saw someone, you were like, "My amigo."
Yeah.
Oh, it's the friend of Mexicans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
it's the
you
friend
had
of
guns
Mexicans.
like hidden under your ponchos.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. We had there was an interaction when we were just entering arena, and we stood off to that track, off the side of the track, and that guy was coming up with his deadlight on, and he got real close to us, and then he's like, whoa, and he's like, what are you guys doing? And we were just kind of like standing there off the side of the track. We didn't say anything, and he was real reluctant to approach us, and it was one of the military guys.
Yeah.
And he came up and he's like, oh, it's the amigos. We're like, hey, what's going on? You know, so it was cool. It was cool that we spoke to some people, but most people just thought we were friendly Mexicans.
Yeah. And with like no real reason to like trust us whatsoever, other than the fact that every time we'd walk into somewhere, we're like, hey. So we just fully played the impression of being friendly.
Made everyone think you were anyway.
The thing I liked about a lot of players too is they took on that there's Mexicans here, so they're the dudes that handle contraband.
Yes.
Yeah.
That became a thing.
Yeah.
There we had so much little baggies of stuff. It was wild.
And for us, we're like, when players first started coming and seeing us and being like, we've got some stuff for you, we're like, no one told us, like, no one explained, like, oh, hey, there's going to be this, like, mechanic about the event that you guys need to play into. Like, those first couple of people that came and see me, I was genuinely confused.
Yeah.
As to, like,
well, I went
what
to
I was
the,
meant to be doing.
I
there.
went to the main admin tent in the Traders Village, and I seen Josh, and I was like, hey, man, like, we're getting people show up with these baggies of things and stuff, and like, have you got something we can trade? And he's like, yeah, man, here's some artifacts, here's some party poppers, blah 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 blah. I'm like, cool, now we've got some means of trade, you know. But what was funny was I didn't know that all the little baggies were getting stored in the microwave. And when I got
I don't know where to put these.
when I went to heat up my first burrito, there was like 20 bags in there, and I'm like, what is all this stuff? I was like scooping, and the person who was waiting for their burrito, I'm like, hang on, just like pulling all these
pulling my drugs out,
pulling all these little drug bags out of the microwave.
So, a story time for the drugs. Couple of faction wars ago, I was the Freedom faction leader.
Yeah.
And this is they I don't know if they did it this year, but they tried, you have a faction leader who has two guys with him, and then
Right.
you're recruiting people to a faction.
Yeah.
And so we decided that Freedom in the game, they're like the hippie loving, drug addicted, just free, everything's free love.
Free spirit.
They're free
Yeah.
spirits. And so Ewan and I decided we're going to take just I think it ended up 2 kgs of sherbet in tiny little bags. And so we took that.
Where do you get 2 kg of sherbet from?
I make it.
Okay.
I used to look after kids for a living, and one of the best things you can do is make sherbet and color ice cream and sherbet. So awesome. Real easy to make. I can give you the recipe if you want.
We could sell it with a burrito.
Exactly. And so we had 3 50 cal ammo tins filled with sherbet.
Yeah.
And we lugged those into the pack field, which was a feat.
Yeah.
And then every time we were back at base, we'd load up our pockets and just freely give it out to stalkers and be like, come join Freedom.
Yeah.
You're welcome, except for duty. We hate you. And we did. We actually started like a whole field-wide war against duty, which was unintended, but also it was good fun.
Yeah.
It plays into it though, right? Because based on the Stalker game, certain factions didn't like each other.
Exactly. And that was one of them. We've got like a photo of one of the mill guys snorting sherbet off his hand. He's like, and he legit, and it was a spicy mix. There was a lot of citric acid in that sherbet. And we spent a lot of time just dealing this stuff out.
So good.
And at first we like show up, and the trader of that event looks at me and goes, "What? You guys can't bring that stuff in here?" And I was like, "Oh no, it's sherbet. It's not even real. Like, it's just for the game." And they were like, what? Like, they were so confused because there's this like thing they didn't bring into the game in the game.
Yeah.
And so when we went into this fun, all the tar guys that were in mill base or mill squad, and you and the ecologist just bought some description of fake drugs.
Yeah.
And so the big bricks of flour with the tape, those were mine. Urksy had like several different types. Some were leaves, some were powder, some were crystals. He got fully into
yeah,
it.
because there was also the like seeds for growing the drug plants, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I actually didn't personally see.
Yeah.
Because they were in a test tube,
Test
right?
tube. Yeah.
I heard.
Well,
people
someone
told us about
handed
it.
us. We had to look after that silver briefcase, little
Yeah.
briefcase, and that had like a kilo of coke and
Yeah,
2
yeah.
vials of
Yes.
poppy seeds.
Yeah. That was. I'm pretty sure that was Ben's.
Yeah.
So, like,
because
Ben-
Urksy was like, if someone tries to trade these, you have to kill them. And we're like, okay, all right. He's like, take them out, execute them. We're like, okay, all right, sweet.
That's so funny.
But no one ever bought them. Yeah, we looked after a case that had some in it, but we never got told to.
Yeah. And we kind of knew that you guys didn't know anything about it.
It was
and
so confusing.
When I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
the first stalker, I was like, hey, you're going to take this to the Mexicans and you're going to give them this and come back to me. He like comes back and I give him a reward and then I like go back to collect it. And you were just like so confused. Like, have you got some a little brick of like fake drugs? And you're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And there was also, I think, because the players are so used to like finding things and trading it for something, there was like initially confusion on both sides. I was confused and I could tell they were, and I was just like, all right, man, like I'll take this off your hands. But then they were like, are you gonna give me something for it? But they weren't sure if they like, everyone was just really confused.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
what are we doing with this? Like, yeah. But like, we're like, oh, we're just gonna start playing into this and start running with it. And so yeah, we just started trading things.
Trading,
So-
artifacts and
And that wasn't the only thing though, right? That
well, there was
there was like multiple different currencies.
Yeah, the cool thing, there was like players showed up, like prepared to inject something into the game.
Yeah,
Like Dylan and Dylan had like ruples and stuff that he had like printed off.
Yeah.
So he's like, I've got to pay off the Russians, man. Got to pay off the military.
Yeah.
And the military tried to inject that currency.
Yeah, we did. We crashed the economy at one point.
Well, because the military had another currency, right?
Yeah, we had several.
Yeah, like I was like, yeah. So when Dylan's like, oh yeah, we've got the ruples, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like that makes sense. And then we were having a yarn to the military, and you guys were like, oh, we've got another currency that we're injecting into the the
Try to
system.
flood the market.
And I'm just like, I feel like there was like 3 currencies floating around.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, and we've seen like briefcases, like what I can't remember. Someone brought a briefcase, and he's like, I have to count all of this, and if any of it's missing, like they're going to execute me. And it was like hundreds of individual notes. I'm like, and he's like, can you help me? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not counting all that.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So good.
And that's like the mill guys came with a bunch of random side stuff to do. Like we just had this massive list of crazy random objectives. What can we make people do?
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not psychopaths. Like that we're just there for a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like method to the madness.
Yeah.
I liked, like obviously there was a few tar boys that was their first ever faction wars, like young Cam Peacock. Like he got to the point, whereas like initially he's like finding his way, like, oh yeah, what can I do, blah, blah, blah. He got to the point, he would just show up to our tent in the traders village and be like, got any drugs? Like loud as for everyone to hear. It's like, that's the most funny thing.
Yeah.
It was like weird to have some young person just be like,
Because
give me your drugs.
The first thing he's like, what's this about? He's real quiet. He doesn't want to like, and I'm like, I don't know, just go sell it to the military. They've been buying it. He's like, oh, okay. And then by the end of it, he's like, got any drugs? Come on, like,
Yeah.
He's like, I know how this game works now.
Yeah, playing into the character.
Yeah, which is so good, so cool.
So Cam, I'm pretty sure became the faction leader for duty.
Yeah.
At least I think he was. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
But
It's what he wanted you to know.
I don't know what it was. But at some point, like, he got to a point where he was kill on sight for our mill squad. As soon as we saw camp, he was being shot on sight.
Yeah.
And like, it went from him trying to broker peace and like make an alliance with us to like, if we see you, you're being executed.
Yeah.
There's a video floating around somewhere where Cam arrives with all of duty to try and broker a deal with the military guys. And our commander, like, previously has like, hey, duty's coming to have a conversation with us, and when they're here, I'm gonna let them say their piece, but essentially we're gonna kill them. So stand up on the catwalk and just like let them talk it through. I'll give a code phrase, and it's gonna be no. And so we're all up on the catwalk. Judy's all there. There's like, what, 8 of them, I think.
Yeah. They were quite a big faction. Yeah.
And what was stupid is they got escorted to us by a monolith gun truck. And so we're like looking over at a monolith gun truck with 2 LMGs on it, and like we know,
oh no,
they've got infinite respawn, or we've got infinite respawn. Judy doesn't.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, it's gonna be a fun fight.
This is like they're the meat in the sandwich right now.
Yeah, hard.
And then they're in the middle. They pitch their case, and their case was, we want you to join us so we can use you against everyone else. And we're like, that sounds awful. And then Jules, the commander, Grey Ghost, he looks at them. He's like, I'll make you a deal. If you go and execute the monolith guys, go kill them, you can come and join us, and we'll use you.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh. And so they're like talking for like a good minute. And as they're chatting, Georgie, who's like way at the back of the buildings at Arena Village, is just like, no, they're taking too long. He just pulls the pin on a grenade and just yells in a thick Russian accent, too long! Throws the grenade right into the middle of them all, and they all just get murked.
Oh, that's so good.
And it was too good.
Yeah.
And that just kept happening to them.
Yeah.
They'd like come to our base to talk to us, and we'll just make up some excuse.
They were active. They were a very active faction. They were
So
really on the move.
One of my favorite ones was they showed up in a group of 4, the 4 young guys, and they started talking to us quite friendly. And we're like, pretty ready to kill them. And then the older guys started to arrive. I think it was like Peacock and Phil. And we're like, hold on, there used to be 4, now there's 6. We don't feel very good. Like, this is not good. And so I like look at Jules, and I'm like, someone needs to die. He's like, yeah. And then I was all prepared just to execute the youngest ones. I was like, make it dramatic. And he looks at one of the young guys. He goes, you kill 2 of your friends. And I watch as Peacock just walks over to his son with a knife and just goes, he's like, you happy now? We're like, yeah, that was great.
Yeah. And it's like, it's still like, everything is, you're just reacting to everything that's happening, and like, in those moments you have to make a decision. Like, and everyone is making that decision for themselves. Like, he could have just turned around and be like, no, and he would have got shot, he would have gone and respawned, and like, so what? Like, and that's the crazy thing about it, and how far people play into the character of the event, is like, he could have done exactly that. He's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna get shot. I'm gonna go respawn, and then I'll be off doing my thing again. He's like, no, I'm just gonna sacrifice like this other person on my team,
his own son,
for the greater good of like what I'm trying to get out of it. Like,
his actual son.
Like, what's he actually going to get? Like,
there's
no artifacts in the field, because we know that.
I know. But he made that decision because he's like, oh, this might work out well for me. Not for my son, but oh well. He can go respawn.
Too funny. So Urxie arrived with his own backstory and his own character. And I don't know how much effort, like how long he thought about this, but he had made a bunch of like CI documents that were redacted and had like a code and a puzzle to figure out his code name. And his whole thing was, he was like a CIA plant in the zone to destabilize the zone with all the fake drugs. Like, like, he had this huge story figured out, and he arrives, starts like telling the yarn, getting people to find his documents. Someone brings this briefcase to him, and they're like, what is this? And like, it turns out your average airsofter can't do puzzles. It's like, Yeah.
Well, they go from like 60% brain capacity, like at a minute before the safety briefing.
Yeah.
Once the safety briefing starts, they go down to 10%.
Yeah.
And then at the start of the game, it's probably 3%
Yeah.
brain capacity.
Amen. Preach. And like as soon as there's words involved, it's like me monkey.
Yeah.
You hit things. So this
we
kid
heard a few monkeys out on the field.
Oh yeah. Well, this kid like comes and he's trying to figure out who Frank is, and Ben looks at me. He's like, Frank's not even in the document. Like, what? And what he had to do was figure out that one of the guys' names was actually Edward, and then just ask for Edward.
Yeah.
And when he asked Ben, "Are you Edward?" Ben would be like, "Oh, my cover's blown." He would execute him on the spot. And then there was some other quest where he sent a whole bomb via another stalker, just the poor bystander, to Trader Village to give to the trader. And Josh like apparently like opened this container, which was a big fake bomb that Ben had made, and just goes, "Why did you bring a bomb here?" And like executes the guy and takes all the stuff.
Yeah.
And like Ben had to go because he had to milk for his parents or something. And so like he'd created this whole thing. This guy had been stung. He had like ruined the game's economy with some fake thing that he had done.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Cool, I'm off. See you later."
Yeah.
Didn't even stick around to see his
That's so
handiwork.
good.
Yeah. It's great how there's capacity.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't change the structure of the event.
Yeah.
But there seems to be this great capacity for people to like bring something to it.
Yeah.
That doesn't interfere with the mechanics.
Yeah.
Like there's so much.
Well, the elements
things
that
going
make
on.
faction wars are endless. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
you can
exactly.
like
Yeah.
every player could have like the irksy
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
going on, and it'd be a fun, cool, quirky element.
And it just comes back to that story comment from like the very beginning. Like that guy's story started as like a lone stalker who got executed because he took a bomb to trade.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That is a wild time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could literally take every single player and be like, write a short story of like your faction wars.
Yeah.
Like, and you could literally have like those books that you can buy, and they have like, they're just a book full of like, 20 short stories. You could literally just have like faction wars short stories of like all the different players and like their experience from front to back, because it's so unique and so different. Like I said, like I never even seen one of these like vials of like poppy seeds, but I heard people talking about them, and people were talking to me about it, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. but like other people were talking about it, so like it's obviously a thing. Like,
But that's kind of what makes faction wars, I think. Like, just like you have no idea all the stuff that's going on.
like it is an open world.
Yeah.
Like a video game where like you can like travel across the map, and there's like things happening that are just completely unique to like what other things are happening in another area of the field. Like there's this stuff that's just going on and developing and like changing, and like you experience what you experience, but like everyone is experiencing something different, and like just all the stories that come out of it, it's wild.
Did you guys make it up to the scientist tent?
No.
Oh, so Ewan went as a scientist.
Yeah.
And started his own faction, the ecologists. But like he had stalkers come up to his windows of Bravo building, and he would be like, "You look irradiated," and he would like get a syringe.
Yeah, so
And-
I seen the photos of
Yeah.
the syringe.
Yeah, he would fill it with coke, and then he would be like, boop, and like put it in their mouths.
Yeah.
And like that was his, like he was
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that for ages. But he had like all sorts of random quests. Like he had like these working detectives to go and find artifacts and
dude.
protect me while I do this mission and bring me a specific artifact. He had like someone bring him a mutant. He
Yeah.
was like, capture a mutant and bring him. But I don't know if the mutants knew that was a thing. Like I just don't know, because it's faction wars. And so like
It's like
someone's
Jurassic Park. Like,
Yeah.
let's cage a mutant.
This mutant's been captured. He's like, "What is this? Wasn't in my script, but what is going on?"
gets dragged up to Bravo when Ewan's like, this
This is science. Like, with a little syringe. Take that coke.
But again, like it's just, I don't know, it's this open world thing that Pack have made.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, dude, it's so awesome. Like, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I didn't even get up to like see Ewan and like
We
his like
half
little
got there and we
HQ.
ran into him. And
And he was
like,
doing something weird.
he was doing weird stuff, and he was like, "I'll come with you guys." And we're like, "We don't know."
And again, it's like, well, like if you know, like we've played the event enough times, like we know that there's scientists there, but again, it's like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like. Do I want you walking behind me? I don't know.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're like friendly, like
Creep in a white coat and a gas mask on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Totally lost my train of thought. Oh, Ewan, please make the detectors. Make them work.
Yeah.
So all the like anomalies can be detected with that.
That would be cool.
Like
mate.
he was talking to me about it. I was like, dude,
Make it happen.
make it,
Yeah.
please.
But did you see the comms box that him and Cam made up in military base? There was like a comms tower.
Someone was talking to me about it.
So initially, you had to get an RFID key off somebody,
Yeah.
and then take it to the mill base, sneak into the comms area. There was like a specific spot that if you figured out the riddle or whatever it was, you'd know to touch it, and that would activate a keypad. And then you had to type in a code to the keypad, and then hit enter, and it would turn the comms off for like, I can't remember how long Cam set it up for. It was like the most cleverest airsoft objective I've seen.
Wow.
And like you and Cam just sort of like whipped that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had like this LED on the front that like glowed to what stage of the process you were on.
Yeah.
We actually just mined it. We did Thunder Bees, and then I've got some trip mines that run off 209 primers.
Yeah.
And we just like mined that whole area.
Yeah.
So like late at night you just hear this big bang.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, someone's trying to get the comms tower again.
Shame.
And like the thing that surprises me is people wouldn't go, oh, okay, I tripped a mine. That means there must be more. You know, like,
Yeah.
and so
it's the only
they've
one.
got the mission, and they wouldn't come back. They'd be like, nah, it's out of bounds. I can't get there. It's like, no, just keep tripping the mines until like use your respawns.
Yeah.
That's all good. But that was so funny. But again, like just these clever things that people come up with for these open-ended games.
Yeah. It'd be when Ewan was talking about the detectors, I was like, dude, that would be so great, because then you could like legitimately like hide the anomalies, and so people would actually have to search for them.
Yeah.
Because obviously the problem is like those are all props that have taken them, you know, some of them 3D printed, so they spent a lot of like time, effort and money on like hundreds of these like anomalies. So it's like, and you want people to find them, and like, so if you, I mean, like when you're packing up all the props, like you want to be able to find all the props, but if you had detectors, then you could like just like hide them away, so people were out there like actually and using the little detectors to like, it'd be really, really cool if you can get
Really
that
cool.
like working how it needs to work for the event, and be able to do it so it's financially viable, because you need, you know, a decent amount of detectors. But even if you had one detector per like faction,
That
like,
would
or
work.
two per faction.
To get like the top tier artifacts or something.
Yeah.
Because we're still finding those from like 4 years ago.
I know.
I think before the last Christmas came, I had some kid come up to me. He's like, got like this ball that's got like
Weird thing.
weird
What
ball.
is
He's
this?
like, what's this? Is this part of the game? I'm like, yo, this
Yeah, or
is
you'll be
that's
you'll
what
be
the
you'll be
faction
playing
was.
and you kneel on one of those little spiky things. It's like, whoa, what's that?
That's not Gorse.
Yeah.
So you guys went to 2.
Yeah.
Was 2 as open ended?
Open-ended. What do you mean?
Like just in the big like random stories going
trying to
on.
remember
People are
how it
making up their own
finished.
stuff.
I don't know,
Well,
because we were
there's a funny story about this, because like that was our first introduction. I'd never played the S.T.A.L.K.E.R game before going to that event, so I didn't really have a good grasp on like all the factions and what it all meant and everything. And on the second day we came across a scientist, and we're like, who's that dude? And we're like, and he was doing weird stuff, and we're like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't trust it. Shoot him.
yeah. Somebody shot a scientist.
and they're like, dude, you just shot the scientist. Like, I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, you don't shoot scientists. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
But I can't remember how it ended.
Yeah, I feel like it was. I don't know, because we started out as loners and then we joined a faction, so it was kind of. And because it's our first one, we didn't really bring any elements to the table because we were like, oh, we're just going to this event and they do the event, But I think that's sort of testament to the evolution of the event. It's growing into something now.
And it's real intense.
That there's a bunch of people who really love it and enjoy it and like, oh man, I'm going to bring this and I'm going to do that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And that's cool because each event is a new experience, So that's why it's like, keep coming back to Faction Wars. Do something different. Something's going to change. Something's going to happen.
Well, we've been to 4 events.
Yeah.
So we've missed the first one and the 5th one.
Yeah.
And like they've all been
their own
completely unique.
Yeah. 100%.
And 3 of them have been at the tar field. And we've been to we've been to all 3 tar hosted ones
and
plus the one in Palmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would go to one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like because it's again, it's so open world that it will never be the same. Like, even if you did it, like, each day is different.
Yeah.
Like, you could run that event for multiple days, and it would just continue to, like, get crazier.
Yeah.
Like, you could easily make that, like, it's 24 hours. You could easily make it 48 hours.
I think in Russia,
It'd be cool to do
there's like a
2
7-day
nights.
one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think.
If you can just feed people,
You
people
guys.
have
Yeah.
shit ton of burritos.
We can add tacos.
Yeah, if people can get so like, this is a great thing to talk about because it's 24 hours. So it starts halfway through the first day, goes right through the night, and ends midday on the second day. People go to that event and they're like, I'm just not going to sleep because I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
And splats, like, so his solution to like not falling asleep is to bring sniffing salts, which many of us partaked in.
Yeah. Take a big one. Come on, Jono.
Close to it, and I can smell it.
It actually does. I'm clear now. Okay.
It burns the fuck out of your nose. You feel it for like the next 5 minutes.
Or forced to.
Or forced to. But again, I'm like, that was memorable. Like, Faction Wars 6.0.
Did you see Peacock like take the biggest?
Yeah.
Like, he had a real like, what's that?
He gave that a
Yeah,
real
that's what
rip.
happened to me.
I thought he was going to die.
I didn't even know it was the smelling salts. Like, I know he's got them. He's brought them to CQB.
Yeah.
But he like arrives, he's like, "She'd smell this," and I'm just like, I was like, "Whoa, what was that?"
Yeah.
He lost it. He thought it was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
see him
He-
and Will do it to Josh when Josh was asleep?
Yes, I did. I seen the video.
So funny.
Yeah, that was actually really good. I was like, I don't know what that does to a sleeping person. We're about to find out.
Found out.
Yeah. So we wouldn't have those kind of shenanigans if it was done over, if it was extended. But it would be cool, man. It would be cool to do, like, have it run long enough for 2 nights.
Yeah,
Because the night portion of it's so fucking fun.
it is.
But people would probably just have to pace themselves a little bit more and actually get some sleep.
Well, I think this time round, we've usually stayed up everyone. We don't go to bed. Faction Wars 5, there wasn't, like, it was wet and muddy.
Yeah, just hard work.
And the pack field was just like hills, so it was an absolute grind. And all the others, hardly anyone stayed up, and Frank just kind of kept stuff happening. And this year, there was at least 20 people still awake in game.
Yeah.
And there was some guys from the Monolith, there was Josh, there was myself, just giving people random missions at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I had this bunch of kids, they were like, I don't know, probably 16. And I was like, your mission is to prove that the rest of my comrades are like not doing their duty. They need to be shipped out to like the different front lines. I want a new platoon. Go and take photos of them while they sleep. And so these kids, it was Peacock and that stuff. They all like they go over to military base to try and take these photos. And first they're like doing it with the flash on.
Yeah.
Apparently Jules was still awake and he was like letting them do it. He's like, oh yeah, go for it. You know, take the photos. But like they took one photo and would just like break into like little giggles.
Yeah.
It's like 2:00 in the morning and they're 15.
Yeah.
And so then we were like, nah, and we would just like shoot one of them or something like that. But they kept at that for hours. And like after the event, my messenger chat just got bombed by all of these kids who had just taken all these photos of like, and they weren't even like usable photos. They were like just like guys in bivvy
photos.
bags, and like it was just this big white cocoon. I was like, dude, I don't even know if it's like, that could be a caterpillar.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a person. Like, what are you doing? But like just
so
random missions like that.
Yeah.
I made kids go and find some of those skeletons. I was like my wife's cousin's brother has been killed in the zone and I need his body so we can put him to rest. Go and find him. And they're like, I described to a detail one of the skeletons I saw, and Max and Jaden found it. And they like bring it in, and like I was like full in character, so I was like full like on my knees like weeping at the skeleton, and like gave them a big hug. I was like, you found him, we can rejoice. And then like Rob kind of watched the whole thing and just gave me a good haul of artifacts to give to them. He was like, that was so funny.
It would have been awesome if you were like if you got them to like bury the skeleton.
Maybe next year.
Oh, honestly, dude, I'm like, if I was like wandering around and just seen some kids with spades like digging a grave,
they've got to carve his name into like a little
piece
of wood.
like
they'll
here's
do it
some
though?
six, make us a cross.
Go make a headstone.
It's actually the funniest thing. I'd do it. The other thing I did is I asked Cam to find me a video, like go and video one of the mutants. It was like Rob was just like, he was bored and he just went out being a mutant. I was like, we don't know if they're real. We hear reports, go and video one. And he like goes off on the mission to video this mutant. And again, like I got all these videos at the end of the event of Cam just crapping himself, like trying to take this video, and you can just hear him screaming in the background.
Gun! He's got a gun! Ah! It's... Oh, I gotta see it.
It's like shaking, like it looks like some sort of like horror, camcorder movie kind of thing going on, and like there's no mutant, like it could have just been you guys in your sombreros, but just like that random stuff, and the night it's just fun.
We would hear mutants, like when we were just messing with the military. We would hear mutants and just literally piss. We'd just be watching it unfold in front of us. We'd just be over in the bushes pissing our pants laughing.
And we're laughing because we're at a distance. And like when we like you just like, because you can generally tell when like a mutant will like start like growling or whatever, and you can just tell they're doing that because they've come across like a player, and there'll be some unsuspecting like player like just squeal, and we just like cracking up.
We had that situation down near Lower Base with Jaden, and the mutants coming down from Arena Village, and like Jaden,
because they were going up to the military base, and we're like, and
there's a mutant in there,
and they had some sort of like, because they said they had some sort of truce with the military, and that's why they were going up there.
Good.
And they were kind of like questioning like what we were doing. They're like, "What are you doing?" And we're like, "Nothing."
Taking pot shots at the military, it turns out.
And they're like, "Well, we've got a truce with the military, so like, don't do anything stupid. Like, we're going up there now." And we're like, fully like gonna stitch you guys up. And then they just came barreling back. And they're like,
there's a mutant after them.
And oh, you might have even told the story before, but they just hightailed it all the way, and they went across into Lower Base. But what they didn't realize when they were heading up to the military base is there were other people in lower base. We seen them like in there, and so they just came hightailing out of it because there was a mutant coming, not thinking twice that anyone else was like down there. They just like ran across, and then you just hear people opening up on them and them dying.
Yeah.
So they literally like ran from like one problem, ran straight into another problem, and just died anyway.
But it was funny because we were just standing off to the side, just pissing up, just laughing,
just
watching the
watching
whole
it
thing
happen.
unfold. And this mutant comes down, and Jaden and they were clearly too quick. This guy got sight of us over here, and he's like, starts diverting towards us. We're like, oh shit! So we just start having tracer rounds all over the place. I was like, oh man.
And I didn't.
Still laughing, like just
Yeah.
cracking up laughing. There's a stupid mutant after us now.
But like I was like, I didn't know if the mutants could be killed or not. So I'm like, do you know? And like we're coming.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the deal with the mutants? Because I'm like, dude, like if we can't like shoot them and stop them, like we need to make sure that we like have like a way of getting out of a situation, because we kept coming across them and getting kind of stuck. And I'm like, I just don't know. And it's funny because it's like I could just take a shot at them and just see what happens, but I'm like, well, if you do that, then they're 100% going to chase you. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. So we're like trying to find out, and no one seemed to know. I'm like, oh fuck, like, all right, let's just like keep our distance.
Let's just avoid them.
Yeah.
So there was like a list in the trader outpost of like how to deal with the mutants. So it was like a description of what each one had, and like one of them you had to sing Soft Kitty to, and it would like go to sleep. And that's the one that got captured for Ewan. Some of the guys sung Soft Kitty to it, and it like went like this, and they just kept singing Soft Kitty until they got to Ewan's base with it.
And they got him and escorted him.
Very creative, you know. Like some of them were only killed by like blunt objects, like baseball bats. Some were like swords.
Yeah.
Some you could shoot, but like.
It would have been so great if somehow you could have like caged one of them, but then like let it out like around the trader village, just so it could like attack people.
Yeah.
Oh, a real fast one too.
Yeah. Because I was a mutant in the fourth one, I think. It's one of the bloodsuckers. And so like I had a skin tight light
Yeah, I've worn that before.
bodysuit on.
Yeah.
And a mask.
Yeah.
And like I just remember you'd walk up to a stalker, you can't see a thing because it's pitch black.
Yeah.
And you've got this like mesh mask on that's awful. And like you get close enough to a stalker to like do something to them, and their default was just to light you up.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, I experienced this exact thing. It's like
In a skin tight
Very-
lycra suit.
yeah.
very painful.
And like looked great doing it, but jeepers. I think I've played airsoft for almost half my life now, and those are the worst bruises I've ever had.
Yeah. I was kind of like gonna say the same thing. I reckon it's like MIA Nurse was up there as far as just getting an absolute beating.
Yeah.
But like when you're in like paper thin, like stretchy costume,
You might as well
with
be running around
nothing.
in your undies.
Yeah, you might as well
generally.
be nude.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Especially on the tar field, where there's just like every bush has thorns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Snag and blackberry.
Yeah, and my experience was exactly the same, which was the default was like you scare the shit out of someone and they just pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And it's so at a very close proximity.
Yeah,
So,
always a close proximity.
man.
But that same game, it was like the daytime, and I got asked by the traders like, "Hey, can you put that back on?" And I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "We're gonna make everyone hunt you, but you're gonna go to that tent village that you guys built."
Oh yeah.
And so I'm in this tent village where it's like heaps of teepees, all covered in like fake blood, looking horrendous
At night.
And
And they-
in the daytime.
Oh yeah.
And then it
they
turned-
looked amazing during the night with
looked
all
epic.
illuminated.
They looked epic. Even in the daytime, like they again that intensity of like, what the heck is this? Like, why is it in the field?
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
Yeah. I did think like we were so pressed on time for this event, but it did cross my mind because I was like, it looked really good last time. I'm like, I should sort that out so we have them back again, but we just didn't have time.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry
But
on.
so the trader sent every stalker to the village while I was there and their mission was to try and capture me.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell me that every stalker was going to try and get me. And so they were like, just wrestle whoever comes to the ground,
Yeah.
and they'll be dead. And I'm
Yeah.
like, awesome. But they didn't communicate that to the stalkers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, I see like a group of 20 guys,
Yeah.
all armed with some degree of melee weapon, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll start wrestling them. And so like, there was like 3 or 4 of the guys, and like we're having a bit of kerfuffle, and like got one of them on the ground, and one of them got me. And like, I was of the impression that if I just grab them, they're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so I was just pinned to the ground by like 5 dudes in skin tight lycra, in an airsoft game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, again, it doesn't happen that much. you
No,
know?
you're like, is this the part of the event?
Yeah.
This feels weird.
But it was still good. There's photos of that suit on Facebook, and my wife every once in a while will just show me them and just be like, "Remember you did this? Like,
Yeah.
You put that
Yeah.
I
on."
thought you go
Yeah,
and play
you-
airsoft, not
yeah.
this.
You volunteered to do that,
Yeah.
she'd. But then you're like, yeah, and you're married to me.
Yeah, exactly. What was actually funny is I was talking about dancing circles before this faction wars, and like we were just joking about it, and Michaela was like, "Of course you go and do that with your friends, you weirdo." You know, like, and I was like, "No, we've never done that at Airsoft. We will never do that at Airsoft. It's not a thing." And
What? Too fast.
the Mill Boys are at Faction Village, and Josh Lloyd comes up, and they put on like a song from Borat, and lo and behold, we're in a dancing circle doing this like, I guess like Eastern European circle dance thing,
Yeah.
while yelling the lyrics of the song. And it hit me. I was like, "Oh crap! I'm doing the dancing circle."
Yeah.
I told my wife we're manly and we don't do this.
Yeah.
And like again, only at Faction Wars.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Anything goes at Faction
It
Wars.
was awesome.
You get it out of your system,
Yeah.
and then you go back to your family and be normal.
Yeah. Well, as normal as you can.
Yeah.
Speaking of Borat, I heard a little bit of Borat.
There's a lot of Borat in that accent.
Get my plastic, gypsy. Oh no, your fingers got crazy. Fingers got crazy. He's a blind Afghan man, somewhere between the ages of 60 and 75 years old. We know this because he hasn't hit anyone yet.
Yeah.
True.
A lot of Borat.
I think he spent less time in Russia than he did
Yeah.
wherever Borat came from.
Yeah.
I guess for the listeners who didn't go, pretty much every military guy, there was 12 of us, committed to some form of Eastern European accent while playing the game.
It was amazing.
Badly, but still,
It was amazing.
it was
Nonetheless.
set the scene. Except for one of us who can't do an Eastern European accent and just talk like Borat the entire event.
Sam Huddard. Sam Huddard, the man.
He was
the
the
legend. He was the Borat.
Yeah, he was it.
And everyone was a gypsy.
Everyone. Hey, you gypsy, I shoot you.
It was so good.
Do not come close.
And he's rocking a huge MG or an SVD.
Yeah. Another fantastic accident was we show up to the event, and we'd already agreed we were going to go our Smirsh with red berets that have a Gorka gang emblem on them, and like we had East German rain cams.
Oh, dude, your guys' like loadout and the fact that you all
Yeah.
were like matching looked
Yeah.
so good.
So we were like, we're going to do this.
Rocking your German jammies.
And we show up, and the other mill boys have sand-colored berets, plate carriers, and OD uniforms.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
go, the paratroopers.
Yeah.
And we had no idea they were going to
Yeah.
show up with berets.
Yeah.
And so it was like just this royal happy accident.
Yeah.
And so all the mill guys had some form of beret on. And like, I love that there was like this accidental uniformity. And
Yeah,
so you had
that's-
that and the Russian accents and all of the like making stalkers do crazy stuff. Like, we had a ball.
Yeah, it's funny. That was probably the military as a whole was like probably one of the best. Like, I don't know how you you guys could like be all together, and we'd be like, oh look, there's 2 defined sections within the military.
Yeah.
Like, and they are all like matched.
Yeah.
Like this is this section and how they look, and they are all matching the same with the other section as well. Like I would have sworn that you guys had just all like organized that
No, it
before
was
tuning
just an
up. So
accident.
that's so buzzy that
Yeah.
that just worked out the way it did.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, these guys are like on point.
Yeah.
Oh, you look good.
And it was, and again, it was like so fitting for the event. Like the stalkers were just like this mismatch
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like all sorts of shit. Whereas the military were very like, that is the military. That is where they are. Like you could know who you guys were from a distance.
Yeah.
Versus like all the stalkers and the Burrito brothers. It's so funny how well, like it also like almost Milsom spec. It's weird to say that, but it was just like everyone was like so uniform, like within the event.
Yeah.
Like everyone knew their role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, again, I think the first one I went to, Frank like led the military, and it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
all the BDV Wolfpack guys.
Yeah.
And I remember like not knowing that was a thing, and so I like step into the zone for the first time, and they've got like a Land Rover with a machine gun on the back.
Yeah.
And then Frank's like standing there in a big imposing frankness.
Yeah.
with
Big
a-
dude that he is.
interrogating you, and like making you know if he sees you in a group of two, you're dead.
Yeah.
And like a very polite Russian accent.
Yeah.
And I just remembered that being quite like, oh, this is not anything I've done before.
Yeah. This is like what a LARP is
Yeah.
or should be.
Yeah.
And when it's like you have these engagements and you walk away with your friend and you get a good enough distance and you're like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
You're like real confused for a minute.
Yeah.
You're like, what is going on?
Yeah. And again, I think that's just what makes Faction Wars really special.
Yeah.
It's like you get away with that sort of stuff as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's got the capacity for, because kind of like, the military dudes that are playing like a military role, which like is like, the bread and butter of what we're normally doing when playing airsoft. But if you want to go to Faction Wars, you can, and you want to do that, you can do that in like the full capacity, or you can just like do the stalker loner thing. And make that whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Or you
It's
can-
that event where you've just got the ability to make the event your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just roll with it.
And there's a
See what
special
happens.
niche in airsoft for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like I love the Milsim, I love the CQB, the speeds. I love all the different types of airsoft. But like, I remember seeing Ballahak Airsoft with Swamp Sniper or whatever it is. Swamp Sniper with their zombie game, and how it's the same sort of thing. Like it just continually this massive evolving game.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
airsoft is a unique thing because you have a means of combat, and you have a means of being able to create your own thing. Like no one's stopping to like roll a dice to see if anyone died,
Yeah.
or hitting someone with a foam sword. Like it all feels a bit more legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like the onion, right? Like the first layer is like the basic like military style games, which is the easy stuff. But if you just keep peeling it back, you can like go down the layers of the onion till you get to the LARP games. Where shit gets a bit weird. But yeah, like Bellahak's a good example of like they've got multiple like LARP events. I mean, Gun Gamers are real big on their LARP games as well. And again, like
It's the guys up north that do the big Star Wars, themed games.
Yeah.
And that's this crazy evolving event.
Yeah, and it is good. Like I think it's good for every single airsofter to just like break out of that shell of like what we normally do all the time and just have some fun, man. Like just do something a little bit different. Just get out of your uniform, and get into something a bit different and it's just it's just fun. It's like us doing the Burrito Bandits. It's like that's just something that came up when we were in Hastings for the AHB triple, and I was like, I feel like listening to some Mexican music.
Yeah, we literally drove the entire way from Hawke's Bay listening to mariachi music.
Yeah. And well, if you stick the two Jonos in a car for like 6 hours, we can come up with some interesting shit.
Yeah, and the value of that is we basically designed a new game. So
Yeah. I'm looking forward to
this
that.
is the Burrito Bandits showing up at Faction Wars is phase 1 of
Yeah,
injecting the bandits.
Well, it's the future.
It's the future. There's a future event there.
I think it's Faction Wars is the future. I want to say it's the origin story, but I think that it was technically the future.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's not. Because what year?
I think you're thinking too deeply.
Yeah.
But this is what I mean. But
You're going down a rabbit hole now.
Dude, you say that, but like when we're during Faction Wars, like the detail and like what some people were doing was even way beyond. Like I'm like, you've gone way past what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Like the level of detail that you're like describing this in is like you've thought about this a lot. But it's like it's amazing. I'm like, I didn't even think about that.
Like Irksy with his CIA documents.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's like, right, I'm going to create this backstory as
Yeah.
to who I actually am.
It's just awesome. And like we were happy just to be like East Germans who escaped. You know?
Yeah.
But, like he was like, nah, I've got my own thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Cool.
and he cooked. Like he made something crazy.
Yeah.
And he was so proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all like interconnected.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, dude, like.
Well, he basically,
mean-
every element of Faction Wars builds a game inside the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like, one of my favorite bits is he looks at me. He's like, "Oh, Sheed, can you just put this back in my pack?" And it's like this little vial of dirt. And I'm like, "Why do you have a vial of dirt?" He's like, "I'm making stalkers get it." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he was genuinely sending stalkers to like anomalous zones. So he'd be like, "Go to a gravity anomaly, fill this with dirt, and bring
Yeah.
it back to me."
Yeah.
Because he was
What's
collecting
this
soil
radioactive
samples
soil
for the
samples?
CIA.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the heck?"
This is what I mean.
when
though.
did you come up with
Yes,
this?
this is exactly what I'm
so
talking
awesome.
about. I'm like, it's not just someone, like he's not just getting someone to aimlessly go like collect some dirt. Like he has a legitimate reason
Why
as
he
to
wants
like
this dirt.
why you are doing that. That plays into his whole backstory. Like, and he can literally take that storyline and just continue doing it.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, for the guys who run the event, like Pack, Faction Wars crew, they get to the end of the event and sort of debriefing, and they hear that there was some self-injected CIA operative. They're like, that wasn't part of the game.
Where did that come from?
You're like, well, who was that? And he's actually like,
It was just Ben having the time
I
of
am
his
the
life.
CIA. That's so awesome. That's such a cool thing to happen.
Yeah. And like at one point, Jules was just getting people to bring him containers of blackberries from various various anomalous things, but he genuinely just likes blackberries, and he was hungry. And he'd be like, "Go and get me this from the artifact from this area because they're supposed to be special or whatever."
Yeah, because they've been sprayed by Roundup.
Well, we haven't done that, so we know it hasn't happened. We did. We were cool.
I mean, radiation.
Radiation. So the other question is, did you guys see any stalkers walking around with any shower loofers?
Shower loafers.
I don't.
There was some that had them attached to their kit.
Yes, I think I did see one.
Do you know the backstory of that?
No.
So when Sam was in Wellington, Ben House sat for him.
Right.
And
Oh, someone told me the story.
Yeah.
I didn't see the loofers, but I heard the story.
yeah. And
Oh,
so-
tell the story.
And so Ben House sat for Sam. And when Sam got home, Ben had cleared out everything except his shower loofah. And Sam looked at it and goes, "What the heck is this?" And sends Ben a picture. And he's like, "Do you use a shower poof?" And he's like, "What? No." And just being super weird about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think if he wasn't weird about it, it wouldn't have been a thing.
Yeah.
So Sam
Classic.
shows up to Faction Wars with just a good amount of shower poofs, and he says any stalker who finds these is immune from military because he's returning it to our good friend Ben, who likes to have a shower with his shower poof. And
Did he tell Ben this before?
Ben didn't know that was happening.
Oh, this is so
Ben
good.
was a bit salty
Yeah.
about it.
Which is even better.
Which is just the funniest thing. And so these kids show up to Ben and be like, "I heard you want this," and he's just like, "Oh, Sam!" Like break character,
Yeah.
just get angry at him.
It's so good.
And like they would genuinely just show us the shower poof, and we're like, yeah, you're free, off you go.
Yeah.
And they'll just be confused. They'll be like, why did that work? Like, why did he not shoot us this time?
Yeah.
Yeah. A shower poof. What the heck?
But the funniest thing was I had 2 stalkers arrive at the gate, and one of them had that. I was like, no, you've used that already. You can't just use it a second time. And he's like, oh. And so he just went to give it to his friend. And I looked at the kid and I was like, no, you're too clean for that. And he's like, what? And I'm like, take off your kit and roll on the dirt. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, roll in the dirt or I'm going to kill you. Like with all the Russian accent kind of thing. And there's like my squatter and they all like level their guns. And he's like, oh. And he like strips down his bag, drops his gun, rolls in the dirt, stands up, puts it all back on. I was like, now you can have it. You're dirty. Like,
Now you need the puff.
You can literally see the cogs turning in someone's brain where they're facing this I don't know, decision they have to make between like how they feel as a real person in society and how they feel about this LARP game, because they've now been demanded that they do something that normally would be like really awkward. And it's like, but that's what's so funny about it, is it's like you can literally see it happening in real time. This like really like weird awkwardness where people are just like, but then you see them like I also almost think that sometimes in those situations you need to get like particular people to do weird shit like that, because that's the icebreaker for them. And then like the and towards the end of the event they're just like full ham, like all about
just
it.
In it.
But
I think, and that's what we saw with Cam. Little Cam, like just getting in it more and more and more. And like it was the military. He was out to get the military. His whole story was one of revenge. And it's quite funny. So we had Will and Splats arrive at Millbase, and like they were shoot on site from the first like 3 hours of the event. Like they had picked some fights, and they walk in, and Georgie looks at them, and we're like, well, we can just make them kill each other. And so we give them both a knife.
I heard about this
and
too.
You can just see the gears turning in Splats' mind. He's like, how do I kill them and get out of this alive? And
Splats told me about this story, which is amazing, because it's like they were going to die essentially, but things took a turn. They had a bounty on their head for some nefarious acts that they'd committed in the zone, and they had a butt ton of artifacts, like 2 bags full, just stuff. So Cam, the mercenary, had hired some guys and was tracking him through the zone. And it turns out we had intercepted him as he was running from Cam. And so we have Splats and Will like ready for a knife fight with each other. They're still trying to figure out how they get out of this. And then all of a sudden we get attacked, and we look at them, and then they hit a couple of our guys. Cam shoots some of our guys, and Will grabs Ben and like holds the knife to Ben's throat. And I look and I'm like, help us with this and you live. And they're like, okay. So I give Splats back his gun. Will picks up his. We like wipe out Cam and his boys. And then I was like, right, you're good. Off you go. Like, don't let us change our mind. Go. And like we didn't know anything. Like we didn't know that they had just like ripped off a bunch of stalkers, that they had done like some proper dodgy like backstabbing to get where they were. And like they left with a decent haul. And it's just like, again, zone stories. Yeah.
So funny.
Because that's like, because we were back at the trading village, and Splats comes in. He's like, you would not believe what just happened. And he like starts telling a story. He's like, we were literally about to have a fight to the death, and he was like, because they had so much stuff on them. They're like, Splats was like, and you know what, he's like super competitive, so he would have like been using 100% of his brain capacity to figure out like how this needs to play out, so they still like cash in everything that they've found. But he's like, we're at the same time screwed. We're about to have a knife fight, and then these guys come along, and we get out of there like somehow scot-free. I was just like, oh my god, like you couldn't like you couldn't create a game to like get that to play out the way that it did.
And like all the emotions that go in that, like the relief, the
it was
tension,
just genuine,
the anxiety of it.
It was a genuine interaction where they fought like it was going to go one way, and like these people just by turning up like changed everything, and they got out of there alive.
And what's
it was
funny
so
is
wild.
if Cam arrived and wasn't shooting, we probably would have just given them to them.
Yeah.
Like, I'd just be like, "No, you want those two? Sure."
Yeah.
You know, like I knew
Yeah,
Cam
yeah.
was like a role-playing mercenary kind of thing. He had a role in the game.
Yeah.
But no, he arrived guns blazing.
Yeah.
So he was promptly dealt to.
Yeah.
You don't arrive at mill base gun blazing. Just don't do it.
Don't do it. You're going to get ripped.
Yeah, dude, it's like, and that's the thing, like, it's like, like, it's just as interesting, like, for us, like, we weren't heavily involved with, like, going out and doing stuff within the games, but, like, we were, you know, but we were, like, the Burrito brothers, and people would come back and just, like, tell us all the stuff that's going on, and you're just, like, and yeah, it's just like, in the whole event, it's just like that. It's just like, doesn't stop. It's not, you know, because like some airsoft events, you know, you put so much emphasis in just making sure like everyone's busy the entire time, and everyone has things to do, and like, you know, just with some events, things don't go the way that you were hoping they were going to go, and some people, like, you know, run out of things to do, or like the game gets into a stalemate or whatever it is, and you know, it's such a hard thing for an event producer to like navigate, whereas like the Faction Wars is so great because it's so open world, like that it's like you just release the players, like let them out into the zone, and just let them figure it out, and you have to figure it out. Like, all these interactions are like completely genuine, completely unique, and they can go sideways really quickly, or they start off as being super sideways, and then somehow you like end up walking away going, I don't know how we're still alive, man, but let's get out of here. Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, it's a really fun event, and like, I hope that Pat continues the journey for many years to come.
Keep it alive for as long as you can.
I reckon this one has some good yarns. I reckon people, like the guys who came, will be like, I'm in 100%.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think I met anyone who was having a bad time.
Yeah. Is this the best one yet?
I don't know. Like, I want to, I think like it is a fantastic event.
Yeah.
But
Well, they build on it
all
every
of them,
every year. Like every long-term event producer, they build on it.
And as well, like, there's so much more you can do with Faction Wars. Like, we've had conversations in the past that, like, because like in the S.T.A.L.K.E.R game, you can have like players can have armor. Like, you can have armored suits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so like it's an event where, like I say, like it leans into people that want to play the whole military role, but it also really leans into like cosplay.
Yeah.
And so like, if some dude is like, oh yeah, I want to make like a character off the S.T.A.L.K.E.R game, like, that's wearing one of the armored suits, like, people would love that. And that's come up in conversation to be like, hey, like, spend a year making a suit, you know, and bring it to the next one, and it would be amazing. And what would be even more amazing is if like half a dozen people do that, and then all of a sudden now you've got like
another game
element to Faction Wars, like, and it's like, it's just down to people wanting to do it, so people should do it.
I think so.
Do it. Just do it. Come to Faction Wars.
It's a good one.
Wear a battle suit.
We'll make you a burrito.
Yeah. You get a burrito, and you get shot up by these military fellas.
Only selectively. We won't just execute you all the time.
All the time.
I think if you've got a big, hardened battle suit, you know, you're a pretty hot target.
Depends. It might be we might pay you to do some work.
Exactly. You could barter with those dudes.
Yeah.
Sure. You could send them on some hell missions.
Yeah,
Crazy
exactly.
missions.
We got given so much sugar. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, just like, it's just safe passage. They'd like come to the gate and be like, hey, like, we've done all right. Here's a packet of Oreos. Here's like, here's a Red Bull. You know, this,
Don't give that to Sam.
Actually,
Keep that away from
we
Sam.
had to take one off him at one point because like Jules gave him a Red Bull. I was like, do not give that to Sam. Like, just don't do it.
He's like, I like.
He's like, you're not taking my Red Bull. No. Cheeky gypsies. But yeah, it was just too good. Yeah, it was too funny.
Where did you guys get your uniforms from?
Trade Me, actually.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
We tried Army and Outdoors, but they only had smalls. And we sent them a cheeky message like, hey, do you guys have any in a bin somewhere? And they're like, nah. And so just trawling through Trade Me. And I don't know how we managed to tee it up like we did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This is like the whole flight suit drama all over again.
It was the exact same as the flight suits for NERSC.
That's a Gorka gang thing.
Yeah. We just all of a sudden we're like, we're going to wear this.
Yeah.
And then it just pops up and it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
What was beautiful is I think we paid like $40 for the full set.
Mm-hmm.
And if we'd got them through somewhere else, it would have been probably around 90.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy.
That's crazy.
awesome.
$40.
Trade Me, man. Trade Me Militaria section. It's the best place to look for airsoft gear.
$40.
Yeah. I've got some good deals off that
That's
before.
crazy. Because how many was there? 4 of you?
There was 3 of us in the rain cam. And then
3 of you.
Phil Vind was supposed to come as well. But I think he had a work thing. We don't actually know. But he had rain cams as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was keen to see what kind of nefarious things he would get up to. Because he can do some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So is it going to make a return?
The
for
rain cams?
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
Fiction Wars 7.
Yeah.
They look good.
Yeah. It was
also
it was
really
very,
comfy.
very
Like-
on point.
I don't know what it is about like old military gear. So much more comfy than like that modern
really
Emerson
worn
G3
in.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
It's just wild that you can still just like buy that stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I scoured the world to try and like find.
Yeah,
that
it was
stuff.
just some like dude.
It's like-
I think there was one in Whangarei and another guy over in Hastings.
Yeah.
And that was where we got our full sets from.
Yeah.
But even like you see like the posts from Army and Outdoors, and they'll have like massive bins of this stuff
Yeah.
turning up. I'm like, where did you find that? Like,
Yeah.
where do you? Who's storing that? Like, I just like, and it's like decades and decades old.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, yeah, we've got this massive bin of like all these sizes and like, you know, pants and shirts, like
Yeah.
good to go, like in good condition. I'm like, okay.
So like the suits that we're wearing, like I'm pretty sure they're from the 1970s.
Yeah, but this is
And,
what I
like,
mean.
They didn't have holes in them.
Yeah.
Like they were in pretty good condition. Mine had like one broken button.
I mean, there's like, and this is the other thing, like they're still finding the stuff that's like it's still in its packet. It's
Yeah.
like brand new,
Yeah.
never been used,
Yeah.
never been issued, just been in storage
Stored away,
somewhere
yeah.
in the nuclear bunker
Yeah.
since the 60s. Yeah, it's pretty wild, but it's like great, and again, like you guys look so on point. Like it was
looked
like
really
such a good loadout.
Yeah, it was fun.
And it's like guys could have just turned up in like Gorka suits, and it would have still been.
It would have been just
awesome.
as good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did think about going with the just like the classic BDV Gorka. But we went like OD. That was the only thing we had agreed on. OD or Ranger Green.
Yeah.
And then when we all kind of showed up, all very, very matching.
Yeah.
In our various squads, it was like, man, you couldn't have planned that better.
That's so good.
Because there's a variation of that pattern that under night vision
Yeah.
has an actual pattern.
Yeah. I found one of those shirts on Trade Me and I almost bought it because I was just curious to see what it
That's
looked like.
really wild because like that's at a time where like night vision isn't really
Yeah.
like a thing.
Yeah.
But they've like got this, and you can probably speak on it better than I can, but like it's in the daytime, it's just like little lines,
Yeah.
right? Little like vertical lines all the way down. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like a backdrop color and these dark lines. But under MVGs, it looks like an actual pattern.
Yeah, splotches.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to get it because I wanted to see it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
we've all got nods now.
Yeah.
I want the cool camo.
And that, like, even that, like, walking around faction awards with nods
Mm.
was just like, I felt bad for the stalkers because we would just like peel off and wait for them to walk past us, shoot them,
Yeah.
question them. If we liked them, we'd say, well, you're alive again, because we were in an admin role, so we could.
Yeah.
Or just like shoot them and walk away, like just know. And they were like, oh, the military.
Yeah. But again, it was so fitting for the military.
Yeah.
Like, you guys just had the tech.
Yeah.
And everyone knew it as well.
Yeah.
It's like, to walk into that base, like, you're really
The
asking for
military
trouble.
are meant to be equipped.
Well, we had agreed on like an aggression plan of like when we're aggressive and when we're not.
Yeah.
And like the Grey Ghost gave us like a brief outline of what he was hoping to do. And so he was like, if you see a group of 2, you're like, he put it on a scale of 1 to 10. He's like, you're a 3. Like, question them, maybe take some stuff off them, but just let them be. If there's 3, you're up to like a 4. You know, question them, maybe shoot one of them.
Yeah.
But like
So
bring
then
him,
it's down to 2.
like bring them back to life if you're feeling generous.
Yeah.
But if you see like a big group, and then it was like at night time, nah. Like if they come in our base, that's it.
Yeah. You go on.
And so like Ewan and I were sitting at like 4 o'clock in the morning, sitting in the top tower of Arena base with IR torches, IR lasers, nods, and like those e-shooter
The
tracers.
tracer units, yeah.
And just like, it was like watching laser beams, just like pop, pop, pop.
Your words were doming people.
Yeah. And we just, like, you just were like, you sort of like laze each other's target. You're taking this guy, you're taking this one, lasers off, and then just like red dot on the thing, because the optics, one of those Russian optics on night mode was just primo.
The 1P87.
Yeah. And it just domed them, and you just see the BBs flying in through the nods.
Yeah.
And then one guy would be down and be like, get the next guy.
Yeah.
It's a whole experience. More
Yeah.
people should get nods.
And it was, I mean, obviously you had to be wearing NVGs to kind of appreciate it, but like outside, like walking around the military base, and it like, because again, Johnny doesn't have NVGs on. I'm like I'd be like, oh, there's torch, but then I'm like, hang on, that's an IR torch. Oh, and there's an IR laser.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay, shit's going to, because it's like, I know from experience, generally speaking, people are like illuminating their like IR lasers when they're like looking to shoot something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, as soon as I see one of those lasers, I'm like, all right, shit's going down. Like, let's just like hold off a little bit, wait for that to like play out, and then we'll keep moving.
And that was, you're probably following us. Because that's how Sam and I were marking. Like, you would see a couple of guys, and you'd just paint them with the IR to know who's getting who.
Yeah.
And then just wait and light them up. It was just fun.
Yeah. I just liked how like there was, and it, like, it was just so like, it's well thought out that the military base would be where they were. It was so like that base within the tar field just works so well as like this kind of like military compound.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's got that elevated outpost feel,
and it's
360 view.
Yeah, and it's like, you really did think like, and there's like multiple roads going in and out, but like you're really thinking like, how do like there was a threat always there. And it's like, you guys were like going in and out, but people were always like, the military were always there. And it's like, all right, like, and we were like, we probably had one of the best relationships with like most people, and with the military. But even I was like, I don't like, we still need to be a little bit careful, and especially in the dark, it's like, everything changes in the dark. But again, we're wearing our giant sombreros, so it's like, even under NVGs, it's like, hey, it's the Mexicans.
Mi amigo.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's so good.
So at the very end of the event, we get told, protect this rock at all costs, and they give us this like little purple gem.
Yeah.
And it's like a shard of the monolith's sacred rock.
Right.
And then we just get told, like, call yourself dead when you feel like it's fair. Like, they were just like, whatever you want to do, just do it. And again, like, they were such a good bunch of guys that like no one took advantage of that. Like, everyone was there for the role. And so we set up and just await as every other player on the field is told, go and assault military base.
So this is that big engagement,
and there was that
towards the end of the
huge
game.
end
Yeah.
engagement.
Yeah.
And so you've got like me and Sam in the top story. He's got his 240. I'm using his SBD, and he's just yelling his Borat. And you just hear his 240 just like bah, 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 as he yells more gypsy. And it's just there's just this like chaotic firefight going on. The commander like backed his truck. He brought a battle truck in. The field didn't quite like the truck though, but he like backed it right up to one of the buildings and was like standing on the deck and using the whole building as like a bunker, and we're like holding on for his assault. And it was just epic.
Yeah.
But then just like he kind of gets to the point, he's like, just die whenever you want now, guys.
Yeah.
And so like atmospherically, like the military guys just start like dying off. And so you're holding, doing your thing, peppering guys, trying to keep people out. And then like beside you, someone just like falls over, atmospherically dying, screaming out. And you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then like Grey Ghost did the same thing. And I think at the end, the only person still up was Sam with the 240, just yelling.
Yeah.
And then finally he's like, that's me. And he cucks it as well. But it was such an epic firefight. I don't think it lasted long. I think it was only like 5 minutes.
I got shot a lot.
Yeah.
And it was great as well. Like I literally had one 90 round mid cap in my PP19. And a speed loader.
Yeah.
And like I don't think you had much mini mags either. I got shot heaps, but like again, like without coming up with a game plan, like everyone around it. I don't know if it was us being the Mexican bandits or what story was, but everyone was like seemed to be like super like enthusiastic about giving us like the party poppers to like bring it that like to revive us. And so like I'd get like shot, I'm like Bigo, I've been hit, and someone would like throw me like one, I'm like yes, like give me in my PP19 the hop up does not work at the moment.
Oh really?
At all. At all. I'm just like lobbing shots at Sam. I'm like, maybe I can actually like lob them down through the roof or the gap in the window. I'm like,
it's funny, our hops were going in different directions. Mine were doing this.
You were over hopping. I was under hopping. I was like, I need to get closer, amigo.
Crazy Mexican
that
guns.
fits like you're Mexican.
Our shit did not work.
Should not be accurate.
Refugees in the zone. Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
So was there? We didn't know what the respawn was for the stalkers and that. Were you guys still like party poppers and back to trader?
We had no idea. We just got told everybody's storming military base. So we're just like, we'll just join in.
Okay.
Yeah, and
we that's all we knew.
We had kind of created a beef with the military at the end because you guys were protecting Gunny.
Yeah.
Who had stolen one of our medallions.
Yeah.
So like it was funny. It like just naturally worked out quite well that we had beef, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna go storm the military base, and we're like, we're down on this. Like we'll grab our one mag and our speed loader, and we're it.
Yeah.
Like,
what was funny about that is Gunny arrives to like our checkpoint with a camp chair, sets it up, and just sits in the middle of it with this medallion.
Yeah.
And like he's duty, so we've already got like a bit of a you're kill on site, what are you doing? He did fix that. I should tell that story later. But he like just sits down and just doesn't explain anything. We're like, what are you doing? He's like, I just need to keep this thing safe. And I'm like, all right, like what? And then we just keep doing our thing. Just, at that point in the event, Splats and Will had kind of got bored of the LARPing thing and just wanted to play some airsoft. So they were just like taking pot shots at us from long distance with sniper rifles, and then we have to go hunt them out, and like that was getting old pretty fast. But
that happened a lot because even when we were like, we went to the military base to have a yarn with you guys, and there would just be random BBs just pinging off buildings every once in a while. We're like,
the snipers
people just taking pot shots. And they're like, people just like hide and take pot shots at us.
And then every once in a while we'd find them and make them pay, and then it was a whole thing. But like Gunny's just sitting there using us as cover. We have no idea what's going on.
And meanwhile, we're going around the entire field being like, if you find this guy, he's stolen our medallion.
Yeah. Because that kind of came about, on day one, he just showed up with those little propaganda posters of like, we want you, and it's like Gunny's face on it.
Did he?
Yeah, he had these little like A5
There's
plus.
just so much stuff I didn't
Yeah.
see.
And he was like, "Oh, I got told this might be worth something to you," and I'm like, and that was at the time where we knew nothing about what if we're meant to be trading things. So I'm like, sure, like I'll give you something for it. And so then, yeah, John and I were sort of brainstorming how we're going to give away our prize, and we'd bought these like that big medal that Gunny had. We're like, oh, wicked. So we approached Gunny. We said, hey, I'm going to put a hit in you. You know, this is what we want you to do. But we never knew he was going to get the military to contract to him to protect him.
Yeah.
So
because we were like, he's screwed.
we're like, he's screwed. He's out there with this giant medallion around his neck, like. So we're like going up to people like, hey, amigo, you see this man, you're killing me, throw the medallion. You know, we're saying this to everybody. And we had a few dudes come to the village like, you dickheads, I got slaughtered by the military. And we're like,
they did.
like, what? Like, you know, and then we slowly learnt that he had contracted you guys to protect him.
We shot so many people trying to like go for Gunny.
And we're like, that's a smart move, you know? Like,
Because he was just a
far
peaceful
out.
stalker, just sitting in the sun.
But he got popped in the saddest way. He was literally, we'd come down like the VC trail into the back of the village.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, there's some people there, we'll tell them while we're at the traders village. And Gunny had obviously been out for like an hour and a half with you guys. And he's like, oh, well, no one's found me. I'll come back to the village. So he's literally walking.
He was
into the
meters away from
Meters
getting
away
away
from
from
the
it.
take place.
Yeah. And this dude we'd just finished explaining, and he looks up, he's like, holy shit, that's the dude. Just runs out the gate, drops him. And Gunny's like, oh, man.
That's fun.
But it was good. It worked out really well. But
like
yeah,
that.
so funny. Because so many dudes like, you dickheads, you sent me into like this death pit of craziness.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
there was quite a few of us at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it was kind of when you guys were just at the gate. You know,
Yeah.
like just pummeling anybody that came through that zone.
We're just bartering with anyone as well.
Yeah.
It depends on who you were.
Yeah.
And as well, you don't know, like you have in your mind how you think this might play out. And what I was hoping for is like, we just went on a massive mission with like this, you know, this picture of Gunny. And I was like just envisioning like, if we can like do this really, really quick and tell as many people as possible, it's going to be like, you know, people with like torches and pitchforks, you know, like a mob of people
Trying to find the Gunny.
Yeah, trying to get Gunny. But like the reality is, because it's organic, like it's just gonna happen. And like Jono was saying, like we didn't know he was gonna like just go shack up with the military. like we're like, oh, okay.
I feel like too, we injected it into a time of the game because we injected it quite late, but it was at a time where, throughout the event, we had created this. Oh, it's just the Mexicans, you know, these friendly Mexicans, and we hadn't really done much any kind of related stuff. So like when we're like, hey amigo, we want to talk to you, you know, and they're like, what the heck? Like, why are the Mexicans wanting to talk to me, you know? So we had a few people like, oh yeah, cool, it's the Mexicans, they want to show me this poster, you know. But some people were like, I don't know if I want to do this. Like they were like standoffish, and we're like, hey man, we want to show you the thing, you know. That's funny as.
That's because they keep getting killed by us whenever we call them over. Like, hey, come here.
Yeah.
So it was bad timing because Gunny's whole faction was like shoot on sight. You guys have rattled our cage too often.
Yeah.
And then Gunny got an audience with the commander, and the commander said, if you bring 2 of your guys to us and execute them in front of us, we'll let you have a free pass. And so just like, it was just after that had taken place, we were like, okay, you know, Gunny's proven that he can be loyal to the military, that's fine. And then he comes and just sits in amongst us and doesn't explain anything. And we just keep protecting him from random stalkers who would come up and like look at him and be like, that's the guy. And then we'd just shoot them, be like, don't you do anything, don't you come shooting in our checkpoint.
Which is so it's like such like weird timing.
Yeah.
Because like obviously if we had like created that quest in the height of the tension between duty and military,
Could have gone very different.
Yeah, he would have had to play that completely different. That would have he probably would have been very, very isolated.
Again, like just faction wars things.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
organically
Just
like plays
happens.
out.
So try and make that happen at a normal club day. Good luck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You just can't.
it just
You can't even get people to learn how to use a flag properly.
I know. Oh my god. 2% brain power.
We just got rid of both carabiners. It's just got one.
Yeah.
If you just turn it into one carabiner, your average
Oh my
airsoft can do
god.
it.
Dude, like I've seen like, you know, like the bottom carabiner that holds all the different colours. I've
Yeah.
literally seen it clipped on the top of the flagpole.
Yeah.
So it has all its colours.
Yeah,
I'm like,
seen that.
what are you doing?
My favorite one is when someone took the flags off and put them in their pocket. But what's funny is I'm pretty sure it was Ewan. And he's like, "Oh, do you need those for the flags?" It's like, "Yeah, it's capture the flag. How else do this work?"
He's like, yeah, I did. I captured it, and I took it with me.
Yeah.
Too good.
Should we? Yeah, we just like you just need like that, like battery low icon, like above their head. It's like, oh, that guy's at 2%. Oh, that guy's still got 10%. We can go get him to do something like we can go get him to do a simple task.
Yeah. Classic.
Very good. No, it was thoroughly enjoyable, and I look forward to when they announce Faction Wars 7.0.
Yeah. It'll be
Yeah.
good.
Hopefully next year.
Yeah. So from all of us on the panel, thank you, Pack.
it was
You've
epic.
done an amazing job,
Stunning job.
stunning job,
Yeah.
in conjunction with Tar.
Give us more.
Yeah, give us more.
Oh, and just a final point: the patches they make for those events.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah.
good,
So
Yeah.
good.
so good.
I was talking to Rob about the posters as well, and they weren't doing. Got 2 of them on the wall. They weren't doing them for first and second. I know I've got a Faction Wars 3.0 somewhere. I can't find it. It's somewhere. But anyway, really cool posters, and the patches are awesome. And it just makes you realize, because we missed out on Faction Wars 5.0, and I'm like, I'm like, damn it, I don't have the patch.
Yeah.
But like, but I love that, because I'm like, that is also one of the cool things about doing, you know, like unique event patches is like you go to the event, you get the patch, and you have that patch, and if you don't,
You missed out.
you missed out.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
You can't just get that patch.
Yeah.
Like that was just part of that event, and you weren't there, so you don't get it. So I don't have a 5.0 patch.
So I may have all of the Op Fury patches, but I've only been to one. Just so you know.
You just going into people's houses, stealing them.
A little bit. But again, the Op Fury patches from this one just gone, they were awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and we've had people lose like their Op Fury 1 patch, and like livid
Yeah.
that they've lost it. But
That's what it is.
it just is what it is. Not gonna go get any more, mate.
No. Not for number one anyway.
No.
No. I could sell them mine for like the price of nods.
Yeah.
$10,000.
Rare OPAF artifact.
Dude, I reckon like particular patches though, like people will pay money
Yeah.
to like get that patch back.
Yeah, 100%.
'Cause it's, yeah, it's funny. It's memories though. And but yeah, amazing event, amazing patches, amazing posters, and and everything that goes with it.
Yeah. No, it was great.
Yeah.
I was happy to make burritos for everybody.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I think we made about 35 burritos. 35.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
35, 37 burritos.
I hope that the PAC committee was happy with our little twist that we brought to the event, and maybe they can invite us back.
Yeah.
The brothers can be back.
Brothers. Yeah, we're making some food, come on.
Yeah, hopefully.
Uh,
Might start more things. Like Trader Village was a vibe because it had
Yeah.
you guys at the
Yeah.
Trader.
Exactly.
Like there was
Yeah,
just a
it's
lot
cool.
going on.
Yeah.
And it was quite vibey.
yeah, it's interactive.
Yeah.
Factions could have their own little centres.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah.
Could they do that?
I don't know. Probably not.
There'd be enough. Imagine, but dude, like, okay, so extend the event, so it's like multi-night.
Yeah.
So then factions could set up their own camps
Yeah.
around the field.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
I mean, you could do it for the 24-hour one.
And they did do that at 5, I think. And it was just so wet and awful that no one stayed in the field.
Yeah.
Hard work. Yeah. But yeah, if you could,
Consideration.
But like
okay.
two nights, camp in field, make it like something that there's actually a bonus for camping in field. Get some sponsored food trucks in. So it's Burrito Bros and some other things going on.
Taco Tuesday. Holy guacamole. That's one in town. We could get those dudes down.
Yeah.
Send them down at the seaside markets. Holy guacamole.
But yeah, like it's just a testament to like what those guys are doing, because like we wouldn't be sitting here thinking about things like future things that can be done at an event where you don't have a good time.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
No, you'd be moaning about it.
yeah,
Well
In a
done,
group
Pack.
chat somewhere.
Well done, Pack. You've
Yeah.
created
They
a
did
vibe.
awesome.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
awesome.
If you haven't come to Faction Wars, go to Faction
Go to
Wars.
Faction Wars.
Go to the next one.
You'll love it.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Take that normie uniform off and just get amongst the LARP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have a lot of fun. Just go to one.
Put some sherbet in some bags. Show up.
Yeah.
Start a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure it is sherbet.
Yeah.
Like, don't.
Don't be dishing out real Coke. Come on.
There's kids that play.
You know.
But bring your smelling salts.
Yeah. Bring your smelling
yeah,
salts.
100%.
Yeah. Cool.
And have a burrito.
On that note, thank you, Josh.
No problem.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, mate.
All good.
That's us. Until
That's
next
us.
time.
See you next time.
Later, Paul.
Later, ball.
Perfect.
My plastic gypsy.